Okay, so we're back at it. Central Division. Let's get into it.
Let's get
John
it.
changed his shirt.
Yeah, because gotta represent
Know
what
what I
it
mean?
is. So first and foremost, though, we're gonna talk about the Pacers. All right. So they finished the year 25-57, not too hot. 13th in the East, no playoffs. So we're just gonna talk about Halliburton and Turner. So do you guys believe that there's enough of a connection between Halliburton and Turner to make a difference?
Man, you go first, bro.
I think half a season is too soon to make that decision. First of all,
Okay.
Miles Turner he's still young enough. Okay. Number 1 in blocks. Very good defender
In the league.
Can step out to the 3-point line, knock down threes. So you know he can play inside, outside, defense, and offense. Halliburton is a maestro offensively.
Yes, sir.
Not somebody that's going to wow you with flashy passing, but he's going to put guys in the right spots, make the right play. That's the type of point guard you need. Buddy Hield is a backcourt mate with Halliburton. Knock down shots, can score at. He's not an efficient scorer. He's a volume scorer.
Right.
He can knock down shots. All right. You need a guy that's going to be a go-to scorer. That's really the only thing you need to add to that team for them to be a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
They keep shopping guys, hoping to rebuild. But you've been shopping Miles Turner for 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible to think you haven't found a home for him.
Right.
It's impossible because you have a situation where you could have had Donovan Mitchell. You had a situation where you could have had James Harden. You have a situation where you could have had KD or whoever else. I mean, you can go down the list. There's a lot of guys you could have traded him for by now if you were willing to do so. I'm surprised they traded Sabonis to Sacramento and not Turner when Turner was the one that said he didn't want to be there, basically.
Right.
So, I mean, a lot of things don't make sense about that organization. In my opinion, keeping Turner or not keeping Turner with Halliburton to jumpstart that process, it doesn't make sense to me. So I think they're a good start, a good base and foundation for their rebuild.
Okay, cool. I agree with that. I think, like you said, along with Buddy Hield, it just brings a nice foundation, pretty much. I mean, you can get some key components, some roles around those three, and I think you'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I think in a nutshell, they might even be whatever this generation's version of like a basic offense, I guess you can say. Like, given everything is really like positionless. Yeah. But they would be like how Memphis was, how the Grizzlies were with Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, and stuff like that. They find some pieces like that. So
Right on. Okay, moving on to the Bucks. So they finished the year with 51-31, third in the East. Lost in the semifinals to Boston in 7. That must have been tight, huh?
They should have lost that series.
No.
Chris Middleton got hurt. I think if Chris Middleton plays, they don't lose to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
They did add Joe Ingles, who is he's one of those guys who's not going to stuff the stat sheet, but you recognize his presence when he's on the court.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He's not. He looks like
his IQ is nice.
He like a school teacher. You know what I'm saying? You see him on the street, you think he teach social studies or something like that. He get on the court, he agitate people here and there, make the right play, hits open shots, big shots and big playoff moments. I like him for that. So he's a good addition to the Bucks. But like I said, if they have Chris Middleton, they're not losing to Boston last year.
So you think they're good enough to compete in the East currently?
If they're healthy, yes. Because another thing, you have championship DNA. Okay, so you may not always be talented, but because of that championship DNA, having been there, you still have kind of a people in sports hate this term, but you have a switch that you can flip and dig into that championship DNA and pull out a win when you need it in big moments.
Right.
Chris Middleton does that for you. You bring back Bobby Portis. You have the best player in the world today. You have Giannis. So anytime you have the best player in the world on your team, you have a chance. So yes, I think they have a chance in the East, but it's not going to be, you win in 5. You're going to go to a 7-game series against a lot of the teams that's coming up in the Eastern Conference.
So Giannis is undoubtedly the best.
Undoubtedly.
Right
Undoubtedly.
Okay. So is it still being talked about the Bucks trying to get KD pairing with Giannis? Is that still in the works?
That was more of a fantasy question. I don't think they ever consider it. But let's say you have draft picks.
Okay.
You say, okay, you can have Middleton, Drew Holiday, draft picks. I'll take Curry and KD off your hands.
Damn. I'm sorry. My bad, yo. Dang, man. I'm sorry.
Is that a serious consideration? Like,
I don't
you
think
that
they consider it.
Okay.
They probably wouldn't consider it.
I don't think they would.
If that happened,
that would be tough.
If that happened, that would be the greatest.
Sure, I understand.
Neither does he. Listen, that would be the greatest dynamic duo in the history of
You
basketball.
just broke Siri. She don't know how to act.
Hands down.
Incredible.
Hey, real quick, and I'm gonna be honest, I agree with you in terms of the whole playoff situation. Also, another thing, when you mentioned the 7 games, they're gonna end up going to a 7th game. That addition of Joe Ingles, somebody who's not afraid of the moment, who relishes on the trash talk. You see that, that situation with him and Paul George, right?
Playoff P.
Somebody who, with Giannis being able to like get 2-3 people to come at him and kick it out to somebody who's literally unconscious when
Trust
it comes
factor.
to,
Trust factor.
So
it's
definitely
already there.
Definitely.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They finished the year 44-38, no playoffs. So recently acquired Donovan Mitchell.
Wish Wade. We corrected that at the end of the last episode. Wish Wade.
There it is. However, you do have him considered as an all-star, nonetheless.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, and the reason I call him Wish Wade, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Break it down.
Break it down.
It's
like you're an only child, so I don't know if you'll relate. All right.
I'm not sure why you're attacking
You
me.
got no. Follow me.
Okay.
Just follow.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
When you have multiple siblings, the youngest sibling, all right, will always try to steal the older siblings' clothes. All right. They want to look like them, dress like them, walk like them, and talk like
Oh,
them.
okay. All right.
Okay.
But they will
I
never
didn't know
be
where he was going with that.
Right.
because they can't fit the clothes of the older sibling. Right? He trying to put on an aura that's not meant for
It's
him.
just
That's
not gonna
not
fit.
his. You know what I'm saying? It don't fit.
Got you.
He
Do you-
just wish Wade.
Do you think the public put that on him?
Huh?
Do you think the public put that on him? Or do
It's
you?
kind of like the Devin Booker thing with Kobe.
Okay.
It's somebody he idolized, and
Gotcha.
somebody he admires, somebody he talks about often as being a mentor.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like one of those things that naturally happens through the media and his comments.
Got you.
So it's something he said many times.
Yeah,
That he
many
looks
times.
up to Wade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That checks out.
And if I'm not mistaken, they both had the same college coach. Did they not? No, they didn't. They didn't. They didn't.
They did not.
I gotta think about it. I gotta think about how they got corrected, how they got connected back then. I think they were at a workout. It's the same.
Okay.
D-Wade going back to schools and playing ball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's how they got connected.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think Mitchell is enough for the Cavs to actually get out of the bottom 10 in offense? That's the question. Is he enough to actually change their game?
I think so. Oh, I'm sorry. I think so. I think what they have right now
Wade.
is nice and literally like him being like off ball like he should to me. Along with Garland. Like, yeah, man. Like Garland don't mind being one of the shiftiest players in the league. He don't mind sharing the wealth. And you give it to that dude and you let you give it to Wish Wade. I'm respect yours. Give it to Wish Wade. And allow him to just do what he got to do, man. Like.
I'm sorry. Can we back it up?
Yeah.
Shifty? What?
Oh, handles. Cross. Being
okay.
able to,
That's a
dribble.
compliment.
Yeah,
Okay.
being able to dribble real
Continue.
well. Oh yeah, no problem. So yeah, being as though like somebody like Garland who can create, whenever he feels like it. And who's comfortable with sharing the ball and just sharing the wealth in terms of like getting into it.
Right.
And it takes the pressure. I think it's the same thing like a Wiggins, bro. It's just like somebody you go to another team where, I mean, the pressure is still on you, but it's not on you the way like, yo, this team is your team type deal. You know what I mean? So a little bit of the pressure is off.
I disagree on that last point.
Okay.
Because Wiggins went from Minnesota to Golden State, where the favorite son is still there.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell is the first all-star, true all-star since their favorite son left, and they're still readily waiting his turn.
Right.
Return.
I can understand that.
That's a different type of pressure. That's like nothing else in terms of I have to follow up after this star left. There's like nothing else like that in the league. Right. I think that's what Mitchell is going to find out once he gets there. Okay. If he doesn't perform at a high level, they're going to be like, man, hey, bruh.
But I think that's where Jared Allen and them help out, though. Like, I think that's where Jared Allen and then Garland and them help out, though. Because, like, last year, I would admit myself, like, I didn't even look at the Cavaliers as anything. And they were, like, crazy surprising. So it's like with the addition of him, yeah, I think he'll have some pressure for sure. Because, you got a guy who's, like you said, a legitimate all-star going to another team. But I think it's a little bit less in terms of the fact that he's coming into a situation where they already got like a little climb, like they're already kind of going in an upward direction. Trajectory. Yeah. He's not just going to a team full of people like
pulling them just straight from the pit.
Literally, So
they got at least a handful of steps in the pit. So I mean, what are we thinking in the grand scheme of the conference? Like, you think they're actually going to be contenders? Like, actually going to make the
top
playoffs? 6. Really? Okay.
Top 6. So the play-in is teams 7 through 10. I think they avoid the play-in.
Okay.
What will be the biggest thing for them is, can they get key stops?
Right.
You don't want all of the pressure to be on Jared Allen. You have to focus now on team defense.
For sure.
Because you have offensive weapons. Darius Garland is probably
and Mobley, I forgot about him.
I think Josh Giddey and Darius Garland are my 2 favorite young guards.
Okay.
As far as all that they do, what they bring to the table, I think they're my 2 favorite. But what I'll say about Darius Garland is he can be that guy.
Yeah.
I think he has what it takes to not be like one of the better players in the team. I'm talking about the guy. He reminds me of how you watched Chris Paul when Chris Paul was in New Orleans. Yeah. He reminds me of that. I get that vibe off of him. Yeah. He has a winner's mentality when he plays. I like Garland. I like the pairing with Mitchell. You mentioned Mobley. These are all guys that are great offensively, but they are capable defenders.
Right.
It's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah.
So if they can lock in defensively,
look out.
I mean, as a unit, because they have great individual defenders. If they lock in as a unit, defensively and offensively, we're possibly talking about top 10 defense, maybe I'll say top 5 defense and a top 10 offense.
I'm with that.
Okay. Say less. So let's go on to the Bulls, shall we?
You grew up in Michigan, sir.
Yeah, well, like I said, I only rep them for the colors. Let's be real. And Michael Jordan was there once upon a time. So they finished the year 46-36, 6th in the East. First round of the playoffs, they lost in 5 to Milwaukee. Okay. So key additions, we got Andre Drummond. He's still playing. All right. Are the Bulls pretenders or contenders? What y'all think?
I have an analogy.
Okay.
Break it down.
Me and CJ been watching SpongeBob lately.
CJ. My boy.
So you remember when Plankton was going after the Krabby Patty for me?
Do I remember? Always.
And he built
He never stopped.
the fake Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
One of his best boys.
That's Chicago. All right? Listen. They might look a little bit like Mr. Krabs.
Crustaceous cheapskate?
Huh?
Crustaceous cheapskate.
Let's go with that.
All right.
They ain't the real thing. The Krabby Patty formula is the key to championship success. But they ain't got that.
Well, they
got a lot of good players that don't know how to win.
Oof.
Okay.
That's what they got.
Gotcha,
they got Zach LaVine, struggled winning for his entire career. Up until last season. Struggled his entire career. Minnesota, then Chicago couldn't get him out of the hole. DeRozan. You know how, like, was it Nightmares at the bottom, Lil Wayne? Nightmares of LeBron. That's what DeRozan got. His whole career. Couldn't get by him. Vucevic. Played in Orlando. Enough said. Don't even got to go any further. The only guys that have any real success on that team is Kobe White. And that was back when he was at North Carolina.
Dang.
That's it.
Dang.
White Kobe.
If you go, no, he's black, man. Kobe White. That's his name. Not White Kobe.
Well, I'm thinking it's a nickname, dog. My bad.
Nah. Anyways, there's nobody on this team that has any idea about success. Billy Donovan, he hasn't had any real success since he was back at Florida, those back-to-back championships. Now it's in 2006 and 2007. He goes to OKC. They have a decent run, but really it's because KD and
That was a
Russ
long time ago.
Exactly. So, like, you're thinking about what this team can do. Their ceiling is just to be a good regular season team. They went, I don't know, was it 2-15, 2-16 versus the top 4 teams in both conferences. That is absolutely horrible.
Deplorable.
You can't have that type of record looming over your heads going into a playoff series knowing you got to get through Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Boston, Miami, Philly. You got to go through all these teams just to get to the next round. Not forget the conference finals.
Right.
Just to get to the next round.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't have that looming over your head. So, no, I think they're most definitely pretenders.
And honestly, I don't even know if, like, you know, even with Andre Drummond, man, I like Andre, man, but you kind of never know what you're going to get with him. You know,
That's yeah.
Box of chocolates.
You know what I mean?
I know that. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, literally. I don't, you know, if his contract is up and, you know, it's time to get some money, Andre, 2020's all day.
He said that by the end of his career, he's going to be the greatest rebounder in NBA history.
He said what?
Okay. Okay. All right. And then they got Goran Dragic. You know,
Kane is a heck of a drug.
I think Goran is like past his situation right now. You know, I think he might as well just go off to the sunset, man.
Hey, listen.
Oh,
honestly,
talk about Goran
Listen.
tragic.
Yeah.
Listen, if his knees is feeling good that day, Goran Dragic is a problem.
Yeah, so is my
He be
knees.
walking around. What'd you say?
So is my knees. You know what I mean? Like, for real. And I like Goran's game, man, but
Hey,
it's that age, bro.
He be walking around with that Stone
It's
Cold
that-
Steve Austin knee brace on.
Bruh, both
Knees feeling
knees.
right.
Look out.
Goran Dragic gonna go off.
Okay.
Yeah, and when that day is not going, you know, or those days, because you said that day,
Oh, he
when
gonna be on
those
the
days are not,
He's just gonna be on the bench.
knees gonna be breaking like that glass from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You still got AO. You still got Kobe White to run the point if you're not feeling it. So,
Facts.
you know, you got backup plans.
White Kobe.
You just hope that the old man has one of those flashbacks. All right. I'm gonna ignore the fact that, you know what? Let's go with it. White Kobe. That's it. From now on, he's White Kobe.
White Kobe for sure.
White Kobe.
Sick. All right, let's wrap this up. So Levine, let's go bring him back into it. We're considering a deal here. Is there a deal that's in the works?
So he signed the deal to come back.
Okay.
I just don't know what that deal means. 'Cause my opinion is Levine should be the one that gets moved. If you want to make a move to thrust yourself into championship contention, all right, you have to move Levine. Look at, I think a lot of it is going to revert back to Kyrie, KD, who was Russell Westbrook. You know, a lot of the names are still on the trade block, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Zach LaVine has to be the guy that you move to get one of those pieces.
Okay.
He's the only one that makes sense. You're not going to give up DeRozan. DeRozan is...
He been there a long time, man.
No, he got there last
Nah,
season,
yeah.
but he's been...
He turned up, though.
He's an elite scorer.
Yeah.
Mid-range king.
Where'd he come from? What team was
San
he on?
Antonio.
San Antonio.
He was on the Spurs. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, I think if you gotta move anybody, it has to be Levine.
Yeah.
But you gotta look to add in some draft picks, two or three young players. I'm throwing them at Brooklyn.
Okay.
I'm throwing them at Brooklyn.
Okay.
And Brooklyn is not gonna be too mad at that because you have young assets, you get draft picks, and you get a proven all-star.
Right.
So I think that's got to be your go-to game plan going into the season. See if you can pry KD from Brooklyn.
You think it's possible?
No, I don't. Listen.
One can dream.
I explained it in the last episode, man. Look, they're gonna play hardball. Brooklyn is.
Yeah, yeah.
But you still got to do your due diligence.
For sure.
You at least gotta
gotta
try, right? You
yeah.
gotta try.
Yep.
Respect. If you truly care about the team. Okay. And last, but actually they might be least. But look at that, Detroit, 23-59. My God, how far they have fallen. My city.
Listen,
Jeez.
I'm gonna say this, okay? Detroit, y'all better not embarrass me. All right, I done put y'all out there saying y'all gonna have a better record than the Raptors because I already.
I don't know
said
why
it.
you would say that.
I can't necessarily.
Why would
renege.
you say that?
I'm gonna renege because now I got doubt. I got some doubt in my heart. Listen, all right. I was overwhelmed by the positive energy surrounding this team. Okay, you draft well. You draft Ivy.
Okay.
I'm still upset you let Luka Garza walk away. I don't know how you draft in the second round the National Player of the Year and let him go within a matter of 12 months. But still, you let him go. Fine.
He ain't look good in buffs.
You got Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
You got Cunningham. Sadiq Bey is going. That's the comparison. Sadiq Bey is the second coming of Glenn Rice.
Okay.
I've been thinking about that comparison for a while, and it finally just clicked. Sadiq Bey is he reminds me of Glenn Rice quite a bit.
Okay.
They went and got Nerlens Noel.
Mm-hmm.
Kemba Walker, I don't know if he's gonna stay or go, but they have him on the roster as it is today. I don't know if they're gonna waive him or not. But I think this team has the potential to shock a lot of people because of the way they play. They play hard every single play.
Not hard enough.
No. I said play hard, not well. There's a difference.
There is.
You can play hard but not play well.
absolute
If
fact.
you can play hard and then a coach and trainers develop you into how to play well, you're going to have some success.
Okay.
I think this year they're gonna make some strides. They're not gonna go crazy or nothing, but they're gonna at least add maybe 10 games to that total that they had last year.
Ooh, 33 wins.
Does he? Does he?
I'll tell you something. Hey, that's a big improvement.
They still have Grant, right?
No,
Okay, good,
He's in
good.
Portland.
Okay, never mind.
he's
then.
in Portland.
Okay, never mind.
So
then.
also on top of that, you got some money to spend. Too.
Okay. But yeah, as long as they don't have Grant, like because I haven't checked. So long as bro said they don't have Grant, I'm good. I just wanted him to leave, like for real. I was like, we're not going nowhere if he's there, like for real.
Where is the hate in your heart coming from,
Bro, because I like his game, but he can't rebound for nothing. So it was just like, bro, like why are you
here?
Why are you here?
It was his contract year. He was not trying to rebound.
I know, but like, but
That's
still,
not what he was there for.
like selfishly, he was messing up my FanDuel. like for real, like nah,
Hey, I felt that.
be
I felt
gone.
that. Yep. Sadiq Bey, he was 1-3 away from. I'm not even going on.
All right. Do we think?
Shout out to Crispy Picks.
Do we think that Kemba Walker is a necessary part of this equation?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think he should, man. Look, this league don't have a lot of vets, and he's a known, scoring threat. He's a known, like he knows the game enough to, even for his size. I mean, just in general, his IQ, he knows the game enough to like show them something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be a viable situation. Like, they have all these young guys. I mean, you got a Cade who they want to have the team, or build a team around to a certain extent. You know what I mean? They picked up all these other people, but all these other players.
Cade is what we thought Michael Carter Williams was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we got fooled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fool me one time, shame on you.
Right. So I think it's necessary for him to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cade, what do we expect from him? This was his rookie year, correct?
Yeah, he was rookie year. Okay. Going into a sophomore season, they normally hit that wall.
Yeah.
I don't know if Cade is gonna hit that wall. I think he's somebody that plays at his own pace. He's very patient.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very under control player.
What kind of numbers were we seeing from him? Like,
what we're gonna see this year?
No, his first year. Just
Last
the
year, I
rookie.
think he was between 15 and 20,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
6 and 6, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And it gradually went up throughout the year,
Yeah.
like towards the end of the season.
Okay.
So it was a
love
lot
to
of
see that.
upside in terms of like, you know, what he's gonna do this time around. At least to me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So definitely a lot of potential.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of potential.
For sure.
I think he makes strides to be an all-star. I don't think he'll get there,
Mm-hmm.
but I think he'll throw his name in the hat to get some boat speed to be an all-star for the first time this year.
Okay.
Right on. All right, and with that is the end of this division. Okay. Well said, folks.